We got a big signing in the MLB finally, and we are going to be talking all about it in this edition of Baseball Talk with the Yard Brothers. Dylan Cease is a Toronto Blue Jay, and this one was, not surprising of where he went because obviously the Blue Jays have been rumored with a bunch of different players, and we knew they were going to make a big splash coming off of that Game 7 in the World Series. But this is definitely an interesting one here. 7 years, $210 million. I believe there were deferrals involved. But with that being said, I know a lot of people are going to look at Dylan Cease and look at what he did last year, a 4.55 ERA, and they're going to be like, this guy got 7 years, $30 million a year. Well, yeah, you look at his advanced metrics, they are one of the best in baseball. And this is somebody who, had a 4.55 ERA, 3.46 expected ERA last year. And he is somebody who will go out there and make all the appearances that you need. The last few years, he has made at least 32 starts per season. You're getting 170 to 190 innings every single year at Dylan Cease. He's really done well with staying healthy and just being that consistent workhorse that takes the ball every 5 days. A couple issues with Dylan Cease is his struggle to find a third pitch. He's a big-time fastball slider guy, 41% on the fastball, 41% on the slider. And then he has a knuckle curve. He throws about 8% of the time, sinker 5%, sweeper 3%, changeup 1%. Maybe the Toronto Blue Jays will find something along those lines, maybe a cutter or something along those lines to add a third pitch to his mix. If he adds a third pitch to his mix, he can continue to be one of the best pitchers in baseball. His advanced metrics, his whiff rates off the charts, his chase rate is really strong. This is a pitcher where a lot of people will look at that high ERA and think, how is this guy worth it at all? This is a guy where you look at under the hood, you look at the advanced metrics and realize that there is absolutely something that you can do with a Dylan Cease to really take him up to the next level, which we say that, but in 2024, he was one of the top guys for the Cy Young, and I believe the same with 2022 as well. So he has shown flashes of being a top 5 pitcher in baseball, and a top 5 pitcher in baseball makes him an ace and makes this deal worth it. So 7 years, that was kind of shocking though. I thought he might get 4 to 5 years. I saw some other people predicting 6 for 180, having to sign with the Blue Jays, having to pay the Canadian tax and stuff like that. Maybe that extends out to a 7th year. Maybe sometimes they have to offer an extra year. Maybe you have to offer. And here's the thing with the Blue Jays is they're one of the richest teams in baseball. They're owned by the Rogers television people. So, it's just money. And is this an overpay? Probably a little bit. I don't know if Dylan Cease was worth $30 million a year for 7 full years. But with that being said, I think this is a move that you absolutely make. And then you look at where Dylan Cease fits in with this team. This is potentially one of the best rotations in baseball. When you look at what the Blue Jays could be going into 2025 with, because they're 5, and this is not even including Eric Lauer, who came onto the scene, was actually pretty good for them this year. Kevin Gausman, Shane Bieber, Dylan Cease, Trey Savage, Jose Barrios, Eric Lauer as your 6. This is a really strong rotation that could be one of the best rotations in baseball, or at least one of the best, if not the best, in the American League. So I think this definitely makes the Toronto Blue Jays a better team, and they are definitely a team that can repeat as American League champions next year. Would not shock me in the slightest if they do. This is still a very strong team. They got to work on their bullpen a little bit as well, but very good start for them to improving their pitching staff for this upcoming year. Dylan Cease to the Toronto Blue Jays, 7 years, $210 million. Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts on this deal, whether or not you thought this was too much, whether or not you thought this was a good move, a bad move. Let me know down in the comment section below. But that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.